iPhone season is upon us. Most likely we'll see an Apple keynote of the month of September, which is next month. And it's been a minute since I gave you guys the latest and greatest iPhone 13 leaks and rumors. Yes, it's been February since my last leaks video. The naming of the iPhone 13 could be called the iPhone 12s. As we know, this is going to be an incremental upgrade to the iPhone 12. So we still going to see the same old boxy squared off design. We're still going to see four sizes, which is 5.4, 6.1, 6.1 again with the 13 Pro, and the 13 Pro Max being 6.7. But I still believe that Apple is going to call this the iPhone 13. Just look at the naming of the iPhone 12s. I feel like a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's the iPhone 12 again, but you just have the S. Maybe not that many people will notice, but the iPhone 13 seems like it's a better naming for marketing. So who knows? Apple could call it the 12s or the 13, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to call it the iPhone 13. The iPhone 13 and the 13 mini camera modules will be rearranged slightly. So we have this diagonal design. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Does it look weird or does it look better than the iPhone 12? It's not clear on what the benefits of this. It could be like a larger sensor where both camera modules can't be on top of each other. So having them diagonal would make more sense. And to go alongside with that, the camera is actually going to be protruding pretty significantly. I feel like throughout the years, the iPhone cameras has gotten better with the protrusion. Basically, if you guys don't know what protrusion is, that's where the camera sticks out from the frame of the iPhone itself. So for this year's iPhone, it's going to be pretty significant. So let's take the iPhone 12 Pro, for example. I have one here. You guys can see the camera module. You can see it stick out a little bit, but with the iPhone 13, it's going to be pretty noticeable. So that's just something to keep in mind of. The iPhone 13 Pro models will be 0.2 millimeters thicker compared to the 12 Pro series. This could accommodate to a larger battery or maybe just to accommodate with the camera, who knows. But speaking of battery, the batteries will be larger this time around. So the iPhone 13 Pro Max is going to be a 4,352 milliamps compared to 3,687 on the 12 Pro Max. And then as for the 13 and the 13 Pro, we're going to see a 3095 milliamp, and that is up from 2815 milliamps on the 12 and the 12 Pro. The 13 mini is going to be 2406 milliamps, up from 2227 milliamps. So battery life across the board will be larger. And to go alongside with that, we're going to be seeing the A15 chip bringing more power and efficiency. So even go alongside with the battery life and having the performance, of course, is going to be faster. Apple is always raising the bar when it comes down to SoC, system on the chip. So I'm curious to see the numbers of the A15 chip and see how faster it is compared to the A14 chip, which is on the iPhone 12 series. The LiDAR sensor will only remain on the Pro models yet again. So for the 13 Pro and the Pro Max, we will see the LiDAR sensor again. It will be totally absent on the regular iPhone 13s, which is the mini and the standard iPhone 13. ProRes and portrait video recording is coming to the iPhone. This is a pretty big deal. So portrait is like this bokeh effect that you guys seeing in the background. So it's keeping me in focus while the background is totally blurred. So I'm curious to see how that tech is going to work. Maybe thanks to the A15 chip and maybe the cameras on the iPhone 13. But I wouldn't be surprised if Apple reserved this only for the Pro models thanks to that LiDAR scanner. Maybe just to scan the background and have that precision cut. I don't know. Apple could do something like that, so be prepared. Same thing with ProRes. That could only be for the Pro model iPhones. ProRes is Apple's very own Kodak. Think of it as higher quality video, basically. Essentially,